Pray light, everybody. Yeah, I wanted to come on today and talk to you about how I've shown before with your ciphers how all roads lead to Rome. Okay, starting with pieces of our English alphabet. Okay, and you need to know, I've shown you several times how there are codes within words like American, Canadian, can, African. These are all cans for communication, for kicking the can around. There's words in words like the Roman. Okay, and usually when I say Roman, people are thinking gladiator, they're thinking metal hats, they're thinking swords, they're thinking Roman sandals, and when I'm telling you Roman, I'm going to tell you it's dealing with your boat and the rowers, right? And the towers with the towers. So you need to understand, all throughout time there has literally been a program that has been written, okay? And all the languages, they use the same alphabet. So when I'm saying I speak English, I am speaking English. I can also partly speak Spanish, but I know Spanish uses the English alphabet. Okay, just like French uses the English alphabet. Now, is it the French alphabet at that point? Is it the Spanish alphabet? Now, I know that between the Spanish alphabet and the English alphabet, there has been some additional letters added, like the double N and the double L. These are things that we must take into consideration when we're studying our languages to see how, okay, so like even Russian, you guys, Rush-an, okay, and Rush-an, they use the same alphabet. Okay, so is it the English alphabet the other languages are using, or are we using a Russian alphabet and calling it English? Yes, so there is a lot to consider, but I did want to point out in this video about the rowman and how it is pertaining to the rowing of the boat, and once again, another baton torch passing in time. Okay, the story of the Bible is being seen in the zodiac, you guys, and how man literally passes the baton from one generational order to the next. How these grand, powerful dictators and rulers, how they govern, okay, and pass the baton within their own bloodlines, and how they create the divisions. And a lot of the divisions is created with man drawing the imaginary lines. So, like, one way to explain this is, a good example is the United States, because we have states that have been divided from one piece of land, right, into many. Okay, and because of this, now there are many in one. Okay, and they've collaborated together. But keep in mind, you don't see the borders when you are traveling as much as you see a post and a sign. This is because man has drawn the imaginary borders. Okay, so the imaginary borders are a part of the imaginary la land, which is the construction of the governed mind. Okay, and this governed mind, they have mined out many sources of gold, yes, and they have kept them for themselves, because they want to be the profiteers. They want to profit. And when I'm saying profit, I am talking about monetary gain. Okay, I am talking about monetary gain. And when you read the Bible and you see the word profit, you better understand those guys were monetary gainers as well, because they were being paid for their witchcrafting seers. They were being paid for their crafting and their reading of the stars, because they were very powerful wizards. All of your prophets in your Bible were wizards, you guys. They could whiz it up with all their calculations of the grand stars they could look up and see and tell you what time it is. You should be able to go outside anytime and look up and see and tell what time it is without your clock. You don't need a clock to tell you the time, but it is pretty handy. Everybody likes it. We all use it. It keeps good records, and it keeps good time, right? So we know that we're all on time, but at the same time, time is not real when you get into the calculations of, how many times have you been here? And what I'm talking about is, this time is valuable. But when you get into like your multiple lives for your multiple players, for your multi-ram and your multiverse, it's all star banked. You can see you've had lots of time in the game. I mean, if you've had past lives, then you have had multiple lifetimes in the game, and you understand that this place technically is like a game. And it is technically not real, but it is real. Okay. That's another thing too about the name Israel. Israel means is real. Okay. Just like Islam, they're telling you they're the lamb there. Okay. And then you've got the Muhammad. Okay. We've talked about the ham many times. The ham is so important with the pig, you guys. A lot of these people who have written these great books, what they have done is they have taken the astrology, the information from the stars that belongs to everyone. They have swiped out all those who are able to read, so they don't have competition. They create their own special little books with their own special little recipes, and then they want to try to force you to follow everything that they have written. Okay, and I am telling you right now, they are making themselves the middleman. Okay, and if you need a middleman to go between you and the prime creator, then just know you are not the head of the house. Okay, you are not even a king, because you can't go straight to the grand creator. You have to have a middleman to intercede in your behalf. Okay, it's not like that when it comes to me, because I do operate in my crown. There is no middleman here. I go straight to the source, you guys. We can all do this too. We can all go straight to the source. We don't have to have a middleman. We don't have to have a sacrifice, because literally you technically, while you're in the flesh, you are the middleman. You are the sacrifice. You are the sacrifice, you guys, because you're not going to leave this place with your body. Yeah, you want to go to heaven, like literally, you guys. You can leave your body and go there mentally right now. You can do it. But if you want to go there and stay there, you're going to have to like totally leave your body. Like it's going to literally have to stay here. Just like you can't take anything with you when you go there. Everything that's meant for the material realm stays in the material realm. Okay. Now, this also can show you mentally. I hope I have explained this closed bubble for you, and how everything that is here stays here. Okay. And I also want to point out that if there is a here, then there is also a there. Okay. So you can go here and there, and there is going to come a point to where you can't hop between both places unless you like leave your body and you do become the disembodied spirit, who is then a ghost who can travel here in the spirit realm. And it's either that or you can come back here and get yourself a new body. This is how it works. There are no more veils. Everything has been completely laid out, completely explained. You can either take it or leave it, literally, you guys, because what I am telling you, others already know. It's already inherent knowledge. There's only going to be so much longer until everybody's up to the same pace. Everybody's up to the same page. It's kind of like we all understand we die, but at the same time, we all understand we don't die, because we do go to heaven. Yeah, we're all going to catch up someday, you guys. Just